Welcome back to Out of Controllers,
the Daily Grind.
Yeah. Subtitle, The Daily Grind.
Yes.
I'm now thinking about how I file it, and I'm like, wait, Dan, don't talk about that.
I mean, it's, oh my god.
Well, like, not that I'm now afraid of doing it, but I'm like, yeah, that does strike me now as a general person who stumbles onto our channel, because unless I've really gotten good at promotion, I'm assuming you stumbled here, like, isn't going to be super interested in how we're making it, or how I organize my notes about making it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the groupie learned Scratch. That's good. And so now I'm like, wait, yeah, I should, like, back off the technical talk a little bit.
I mean, it's just that, like, a lot of it, when you're talking about it, it assumes certain knowledge of the audience that they don't have.
This is true.
Because you're and part of it is you're talking to me, and we spend a lot of time together, and so, like, I know what you're talking about. But the audience, yeah, like, so I watch you put together, like, the playlists for these videos, like, ahead of time, and you put a lot of thought and effort into what am I going to call it so that it automatically just gets thrown into the playlist. And so, like, I understand that you have that in your mind as we're doing this, but the audience doesn't watch you compile this shit.
We should obviously do video blogs. No, I won't subject anyone to that. It's not interesting. It's me sitting silently with headphones in and then being like, heh.
And, like, yeah, and video blogs for us right now would literally just be, so this was what class was like today.
Well, no, I don't want to tell them about our lives.
I mean, that's what a video blog is.
Video blogs of me doing the editing.
Oh, yeah, that's much more entertaining.
You bet it is. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, man.
As opposed to just, you know, the real details of our lives, which I guess people could find interesting, but also they're living theirs. It's fine.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I enjoy my life. I wouldn't call it interesting.
I wouldn't make media of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what we're doing, though.
Well, okay, but we're doing it, like, over the image of Pokemon battles happening.
This is true.
Which are far more interesting than anything that's going to happen in my life.
This is true.
Because I'm like, I'll never see a Nidoran female in life.
You have Pokemon Go? I
mean, I do, but, like, there's only so much a VR camera is going to convince me.
That's true.
Like, I can't pet a Nidoran female.
Yet.
I also can't pet a Nidoran female because I believe all those spikes are poisonous.
That's true.
But, like, I can't pet a Pikachu. And until they make Pikachus for real, it will just be a fantasy in the far-flung future. Oh, goodness. But yeah, so what were we talking about before I mentioned not talking about technical things?
I couldn't tell you, honestly.
What's it? What would... Okay, this is going to be a difficult question, and I probably won't be able to answer it properly either.
Okay.
But do you remember, like, the first dessert that you had that you liked?
Probably something with chocolate in it, because I have been a chocolate fiend since I came out of the goddamn womb.
Ugh.
That's a lie. My mom, this is a weird story, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this, but anyway, my mom actually got, cravings for beer when, she was pregnant with me. Obviously, like, she didn't, drink a ton because she was pregnant. But, like, I don't know, so if I was a fiend for anything coming out of the womb, it was absolutely and 100%, bread-based products.
Ah. Carbs.
Yeah, that's the word I wanted. Thank you.
I figured. Nice.
I don't remember nouns sometimes, guys.
That's fine. That's why I'm here. Because usually the thing when people can't remember words is that I'll just be sitting there listening to them and be like, word? Because I've listened and gotten the context.
But I think this question might actually be more appropriate for you, Dan, because you hate so many desserts that I feel like this might be an actual thing you can remember.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows.
Mm-hmm. Just marshmallows.
That makes sense.
Just straight up marshmallows.
Do you want to tell the audience all the desserts you don't like?
What are desserts again? I know conceptually what desserts are. What are many popular desserts that people like?
Anything with chocolate in it.
I hate all chocolate.
Anything with ice cream in it.
I tried it once before I went into high school. because I was like, I pretty flatly don't like ice cream, and my mom was like, have you tried it recently? And I'm like, no. And so I tried it. I liked the taste of it. I gagged as I swallowed it. And that was just from, like, the taste suddenly changed. And I was like, no, this is terrible.
What do you mean the taste changed?
Like, I was like, oh, this is like it's nice in my mouth. And then I swallowed it, and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever tasted.
That doesn't help!
That's what it was like. That was my experience eating ice cream. Just vanilla-flavored ice cream.
Well, you're, like... It's more about texture for you, though, isn't it? Like, it's less about taste.
Both of these things. Texture more so keeps me from eating a lot of other things, where I'm like, I just, like, the taste is fine, or I could deal with the taste, but, like, the texture and the taste makes me, no.
Yeah, I have texture problems with onions. Like, I will eat a lot of things, and there are plenty of things that I just straight up don't like because I don't like the way it tastes.
Mm-hmm.
I love the taste of onions, but I can't eat them because I hate the texture of them.
They're weird.
They're
like little sandy vegetables.
I can't do it. They're like slimy and crunchy, and my brain is just like, no.
Those two things don't belong together.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah. And, like, it's really annoying because my little brother is constantly just like, why don't you like onions? And it's like, I just don't. Like,
yeah.
It's not a thing I can explain to you. And, like, I've had members of my family try and, like, not tell me that there's onions in a thing. And it's like, no. This isn't, like, me bullshitting you. I legitimately don't like it. Which means I notice when it's in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, don't try and, like...
Just pretend that it's not there.
Yeah. And, like, I have eaten onions before, but if I'm going to eat onions, it has to be on my terms. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll eat the tiny onion bits that are in lasagna. Like, I know there's onions in lasagna, but usually they're in small enough chunks that it's like, I don't even care, and there's enough going on that I can't really detect them.
Yeah, there's usually, like, a meat in lasagna.
And if they're, like, in a soup and have been, like... made so soggy that there's no more crunch, then I'm like, I can deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, again, I need to dictate when I'm eating the onions, or else it's like, no, I cannot do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people have a weird thing about, like, the autonomy of you eating food.
Yeah, and it's so frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, I am a grown-ass human being. Like, do not tell me what I can and cannot eat. Like... And what I shouldn't eat, unless you're my doctor. Like...
Yeah, like, you're super lacking the onion vitamins.
Yeah, like, there's nothing in onions that I can't get elsewhere.
Yeah, and usually, there's not much of anything you can't get elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that's false, and that, like, there are nutritionists who are like, no, you do need to eat, like, some things for your health.
Well, yeah, but there's not, like, one specific thing that they're like, you have to eat this thing, like,
Mm-hmm.
that you couldn't get somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly. Now, do you want to train that Pidgey, or you just want to progress later on?
Well, I'm gonna train the Pidgey just because, like, we have a little more time.
Okay, that's fair.
And, like, if I don't train the Pidgey, then it's gonna be us moving on, and, like, I love you guys.
We reserve this for the real show.
This is the real show.
Well,
the Daily Grind is the realest of shows. This is where we get real.
This is true. We do get pretty real.
Like, we
Hair is very poofy today.
Thanks.
It's my realness for you, audience.
But yeah, like, we have talked more about, like, serious stuff on this show than in any of our other shows, honestly. Like, because I have talked about... Was it here that I talked about my issues with telling children they can't swear?
No, I believe that was in a real episode.
Oh, well.
You forgot. Wait, no. That might have been in the Daily Grind. That was a little while ago. I did all that editing in one go, so I'm like, it's in the first recording session. I'm done. I don't know. Because sometimes you just sit down for 3 or 4 hours and you listen to someone talk, and that someone is you and a friend. Super effective. I'm sorry. But like when I see you use super effective things, I'm like, yeah. Is it not super effective? God, they might not put that in yet.
It might not say that it's super effective. That might be it. Which I don't mind.
It does when.
Does it?
It does when it is super effective.
Okay, well.
So I'm just like, God dang. Because also, fun facts. Well, I guess we'll just say that when we start the real episode.
This is a real episode, Daniel.
I'm sorry. The main Pokemon episode series.
I mean, that's gonna be its own
This is
thing.
going to be several videos, all just strewn together between like Pokemon Bait and Kaidos, Steel Symphonia, Bait and Kaidos, Pokemon.
Could you have slurred those words any more than you did?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's how I slurred them more.
With that, thanks for watching, you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.